Guys, welcome to Dine at Home week 30. I cannot believe we've got to week 30, absolutely incredible. Thank you to everyone who's purchased a box this week. Another sellout, so again, November is proving to be the best ever month, which is absolutely insane and incredible, so thank you again guys, awesome. I just wanted to run through obviously the Dine at Home box review this week. Any newcomers, which I think there's a few of you, newcomers this week, you'll find your milk bread, your tear and share milk bread right inside your paper bag. Some of you may have a sort of plastic bag as well, but these are all exactly the same product inside. Into the oven, 180 degrees for 5 minutes. So it's nice and crunchy, nice and crispy. Tear that away, and equally, as always, the signature Marmite butter, secret recipe. Let's go out and buy a tub of Marmite. No, I'm joking. Secret recipe, yeah, obviously, as soon as that rocks up, especially because it's absolutely freezing at the moment, obviously outside, please ensure you leave that in a reasonably warm place just to soften, and it'll go beautifully with your milk bread. So that is your first little taste of Dine at Home. This week's menu is, as always, absolutely delicious in my opinion, because we'll be doing it otherwise. But you will get a beautiful sweet corn velouté, which is, this is for one person, so you'll have, if you're sharing, you obviously have a tall cap, just to simply reheat that either in the microwave or in a pan. So you need to reheat it slowly if you do it in a pan, because it'll tend to catch quite a thick soup, so it might catch on the bottom, so please make sure you reheat that nice and slowly. Beautiful mixed pepper ragu, which has been finished off with a little bit of sherry vinegar and some capers as well, to give it that little sort of acidic bite. And then you also have a lovely tortellini, which is a chicken and chorizo tortellini. Now normally we blanch these for like a minute or so just to set the pasta, but obviously the chicken mix with bang through with the chorizo, and we've cooked it for 4 minutes, so essentially that is 99% cooked. So just a case of just, or 100% cooked, it's just a case of you reheating it, and make sure you reheat it fully when you do put it into simmering water. And then again with your chorizo oil, as you can see, that has been in a fridge, so please ensure that you bring that out way before you start your meal as well, because it's running. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that into, I'm going to reheat this in the pan nice and slowly, so I'm going to put that into a pan. I'm also going to put my chorizo and chicken tortellini into simmering water. Please don't boil your water, or you'll balloon the pasta and it could split, so please just pop it into simmering water. I'm going to put my ragu in the microwave for all of 30 seconds just to take the chill off, and then obviously chorizo I leave at room temperature to obviously melt, and that's it. So join me in 3 to 4 minutes when we come together and plate the dish, okay? So see you in a sec. Okay guys, so my 3-minute timer has just gone off on my tortellini. I've turned both the soup and the tortellini off for only about 20 seconds, so I'm just going to take that out now. Obviously be really careful how you take it out. I'd recommend using a spoon, I wouldn't recommend using something like this. It's a little bit too heavy duty for this, but again, it's absolutely fine. So there obviously having that tortellini, as you can see, it looks a little bit different to how you saw it in the packet. That's simply because it's obviously fully cooked, it's ballooned a little bit. Which is perfect. But again, if it was rolling, if it was a real sort of rolling, boiling water, it's got a tendency to rip it. So just be careful. So as always, guys, for the newcomers, people who have had the ravioli or a pasta dish from us before, I always finish it with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. We use a really premium quality, which is a single estate Spanish olive oil, because I just love the flavour, and a little bit of Morgan sea salt and a little bit of cracked black pepper as well. That is a complete personal choice. I just really enjoy those two flavours, basically olive oil and I've got cracked black pepper on there as well. So as you can see, the sweet corn velouté is seriously steaming now. I've just got a small little jug, obviously below me, just to pour it into. At the end of the day, it is like a date night. You know, you're celebrating, or you're just enjoying a nice sort of Zoom dinner. So it's quite nice to sort of go the extra mile and put your soup in a nice little jug. So as you can see, guys, the pepper ragu was heated beautifully in the microwave for just about 40 seconds, and there's your chorizo oil. So as soon as it comes to room temperature, as you can see, it melts beautifully. So onto plating, I'd recommend. This is quite a lot of ragu. This is, to be fair. This is actually a one-person portion. On reflection, it's probably quite a bit. It's probably a bit too much. So just pop it into the bottom. And so rich, super rich. And then pop your tortellini on top, and you will see it sits like really nicely. You see that? Okay. And you can see it sits really nicely. And then with your sweet corn velouté, just put it on the outside. You'll probably notice it's a little bit dark And the reason why is, in winter, what we like to do, we always like to burn noisette, the butter. What it gives you a delicious buttery, nutty flavour. But obviously, yeah, because it's been warming, it's a nice warming sort of sensation. So yeah, I'd always put flavour above looks. I don't want a bright yellow sweet corn soup with potato. This one's a delicious roasted sweet corn soup with a beautiful burnt noisette butter, obviously in the base. And we finished the whole entire dish off, guys. It looks a little bit beige, so we can literally finish the whole dish off with this beautiful, super vibrant, super tasty roasted chorizo oil. And that, guys, is your start for this week. Chicken and chorizo tortellini with red pepper, ragu, roasted sweet corn, velouté, and your chorizo oil. Guys, enjoy that nice little winter warmer, and join me after you finish that with the main course. See you in a little bit. Okay, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the starter. Me and Mike have just eaten it. It was absolutely delicious. Please make sure your ravioli or tortellini is piping hot, in the sense as was sort of nice and warm, but we could have probably done it an extra minute. So please make sure the pot in the middle is piping hot. Okay, so on to your main course, guys, which is a beautiful pressed shoulder of lamb, and we've gone big. Like we've done a big piece there. Okay, so you've got an unbelievably beautiful large piece of your lamb shoulder. We also have, we smell it straight away, some hashed potatoes, which we've smoked after cooking them, so it's got a lovely sort of smoky flavour to it. And you have a beautiful piece of braised leek and braised turnip. They've both been braised in lamb fat. If obviously you're having the protein menu. Beautiful roasted leek puree, exactly the same as a sweet corn velouté. We roast that, we burnize that butter, which gives that beautiful nutty flavour, much stronger. You also have a delicious mint green ketchup, which is basically blend fresh mint leaves with water, and then put some agate in there as well to set, and we blend it with a nice bit of pickle liquor to make a nice ketchup. And then finally you've got your lamb sauce. You have a lot more than that. That's literally scraping the barrel for this video. So first things first, guys, with your lamb shoulder and your hashed potatoes, get some good quality greaseproof paper. And the reason why I say that is because if you buy some cheap greaseproof paper, it doesn't really work, so it won't actually stick. It will stick still, so please make sure you get some good quality greaseproof paper. And then pop your slab of lamb. Because it's so big, we're going to plate the majority of the dish on top, so it'll look absolutely awesome. So your lamb shoulder goes into there, along with your hashed potatoes. This is obviously one portion on there, which you left the skin on because the skin will go really crispy again in the oven, which will be absolutely delicious. And then you've also got a leek. So the leek itself, the chunk of leek, that's one between two. Reason being, just get a nice sharp knife, straight down the middle, and that's one each, guys, obviously, for you, whoever you're enjoying a meal with. So come over this side. Simply with that, pop the leek puree in the microwave. The ketchup is to like 30 seconds. This is to enjoy room temperature, and obviously make sure you heat that through on the stove as well. And that's it. So super simple. So we'll leave the lamb shoulder and the hash there because we're going to add these to the tray once these are roasted. Okay. So as you can see, we have a pan on. Okay. Quite a low heat. Okay, so you can see it's quite a low heat, but it's been on for about 3 minutes. You can start to see the smoke coming up on top. Okay, so a little bit of table salt just on top of your leek. I'm going to cook the both of them because I don't want to chuck it away. I might as well eat it. But equally, you'll have one each normally, or half each, obviously when you're eating this at home. So season that flesh side, the side where you cut into. Okay, that's straight down into the oil. Obviously, we normally one piece, and exactly the same with your turnip as well. And these will colour reasonably quickly. I'm going to keep it on that low heat. There's no need to spruce the heat up anymore. As I said to you, will colour reasonably quickly. So after 20-30 seconds, you can even start to see the colour on both ends. Okay. Just a little tip. Make sure with the back of your spoon, if obviously it's too hot in the pan, just press down very gently because these are all cooked, especially the leeks. You don't want it to separate. Very gently. Just make sure it's nice and flat to the pan. Okay. Same with your turnip. You can see it's starting to colour on the outside, so I'm just going to flip that over. On top of there, just pop a little bit of table salt as well. Just on top. Just want to make sure the seasoning goes. You might see the outer layer of the leek start to sort of curl up and go a little crispy. That's absolutely fine because when we bring it out of the oven, which is all reheated food and cooked fully, We'll then remove that skin to get beautiful. So the rest of it is almost protection. So the rest of it will be just be delicious, nice and soft. There we go. Look at that. That's the sort of colour you sort of wanting to start looking for. Turn it a little bit longer. What we can do, a little tip with the turning as well. If it's not quite colouring as quickly as you would like to, or as quickly as the lid, a little bit of butter. Because the pan's so warm, so hot, it'll burn like that. So we'll just hurry that process up a little bit more. So don't be shy with butter at all. As I say, every single week, steak night, it's occasion night, celebrating something. Treat yourself and a little bit of butter in there, once a week. Never hurt anyone, right? There we are, starting to colour it really, really nicely. Same with the lid. This is the sort of colour, that's literally a bit neat. Nice bit of scorching on the outside, beautiful. Back in. Same with that, starting to colour nicely, yeah? The butter's underneath now, so it will start to colour. As you can see, the burn white there starting to colour. Adding flavour all the time. There we are, nice bit of colour on the turnip as well. And that's it, cook it, done. So simple. What I'll do is I'll leave that there, and I'll bring the tray over here and show you how to do the tray. There we are. So, lamb, hash, leek, on there like that. Presentation side upwards, yeah? Flesh side upwards, just like that. Turn it, beautifully coloured. Down there as well, look at that. And with this, don't waste this. Put a little bit on your leek. It will go through all those layers. All of the leek, a little bit on your turnip. You know what? A little bit on the lamb as well. You know what? Potatoes, get it on there. Tell me, it's not going to go in the bin. Get it in there. Right, oven. 180 degrees. But a drain there. Quite useful. 180 degrees, guys, for literally 10 to 12 minutes. The most important thing on there is your lamb. Okay, so it'll be you need quite soft, obviously, reheat it fully. This is a professional oven, so I'm going to reheat it for 8 minutes. At 160, just because I know the other bit. Home 180, 10 to 12 minutes. Make sure your lamb's starting to relax, a little bit softer. Beautifully hot. I mean, it's nice, it's not too thick, so it's nice and thin, so it'll heat through absolutely perfectly. So join me in 8 minutes when this is done, and we'll go for the plating. Soon as okay, guys. So my 8-minute timer has just gone off on the oven, so I'll go and grab the lamb tray now. Right, it smells delicious. So as you can see, guys, it's starting to separate. Look how soft that is. It's so soft. So it might do you a little bit of good if you just leave that for like a minute or so. I'm going to put it straight on the plate because it's really impatient. But yeah, obviously it's fabulous now that's sort of set a little bit. So my lamb sauce is on. I'll pour this over, as you can see, nice and hot. It's all ready to go for one portion. Mint ketchup's obviously room temperature, and then as you can see, my leek puree has been beautifully heated in the microwave as well for 40 seconds. I think I did that for. Just make sure everything's piping hot. It's really a bit self-explanatory, guys. I know you like. So very gently. In fact, I'm going to take all this, pop this onto a tray, onto a board, just to make it a bit easy for me to get underneath. And then very gently go right underneath. You may need a double. You may need to go. You may need to get spatula both sides just to eat. It's super soft. And place that very gently. It's the minute that'll break it away. It's absolutely stunning. That's going to be absolutely delicious. Just knead it up, only gently. There we are. It's absorbed all that delicious butter as well. All means flavour at the end of the day. So with the turnip, I'm just going to very gently plate on top of the lamb. I mean, your potato hash. Sort of plate that all in between, nice crispy potato hash. Now it's just nice and tight. And then with your leek puree, give it a nice little mix, nice and thick. As I said to you before, we use that sort of caramelise that, so we burnt the butter. Well, burnt it, obviously made it nice and brown, so it gets a nice, beautiful nutty sort of flavour to it. So there, nice spoon, just on the side, nice and close. Do a couple of those. And then with your meat ketchup, just for a little bit of acidity to break through the rest, obviously, of the lamb, because the lamb is fatty. Just a couple of those. Don't be too large because it's super acidic. So, fresh spoon again. Your sauce. They said on the instructions, make sure you sauce as much of that lamb as possible. The whole reason is when that lamb's so soft and separates, the sauce is going to ooze all the way into it. It's essentially what you want. Absolutely delicious. So there we are, guys. Main course: roasted lamb shoulder with braised leek, turnip, and obviously both cooked in lamb fat. Your smoked potato hash, roasted leek puree, and your meat ketchup. Enjoy, guys, and join me after you finish that for your bread and butter pudding for dessert. Okay, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed your main course of the lamb. It was absolutely delicious, super soft and really rich in flavour. So your main course, so your dessert, sorry guys, is first for us to dine at home. It is a bread and butter pudding, courtesy of Gary Rose. This is basically a recipe that we've got out of his book. I'm really chuffed that this has come out, so hopefully you are too, guys. On the instructions, I said you can either reheat in the microwave or reheat in the oven. I'd recommend reheating the oven, like I said on the instructions, but again guys, it's totally up to you, however you find easiest. For me, I'm just going to pop that obviously onto a greaseproof piece of paper, straight into the oven for like 3 to 4 minutes, just so it doesn't, we don't want it crispy, we just want it to obviously heat completely through. If it just starts to caramelise on the outside, that's certainly not bad for you. So I'm going to pop that in the oven now. So that'll take about 3 to 4 minutes. We have a beautiful Calvados scented custard, which again I'll reheat in the microwave or in a pan. In the microwave, just don't do it for too long because it can sometimes curl it, because obviously there's egg yolk in it. So please just be careful with that. And then obviously your ice cream is just a beautiful banana and maple ice cream, which you always get a couple of pooches in there. I'll take it from the actual churn, especially churned some now, just to show you obviously what you will receive in the box is in there. So yeah, so basically join me in 3 minutes after that's got off. I'm just going to gently reheat this now, and then we'll go through plating. It's super simple. It's just all about rich and gorgeous bread and butter pudding. So join me in a couple of minutes, and then we'll go through the plating really quickly. And yeah. Okay guys, so timer's just gone off on the oven for the bread and butter. I've literally heated this sauce up for 10 seconds. 10 seconds stir, 10 seconds stir, that's it. Please be careful because the egg yolk will cook inside. It's only been brought to 80 degrees, so please be careful. I'll heat on the stove. Okay, so beautiful. Okay, so bread and butter pudding. Yeah, it's just got nice and soft in the centre. Then equally, it starts to get a nice little crust on the outside as well. Sometimes some chefs will put some icing sugar or whatever sugar on top and caramelise it. Guys, feel free. You're more than welcome to do that as well. But I just want to sort of taste that rich custard that's going through the dishes itself, as opposed to any more sugar. So very carefully, guys. Put that long piece on your shown to your plate there, and then with your ice cream, obviously you'll have Plush at home. Just get a nice spoon of that. This flavour goes really well. The banana goes really well with the bread and butter pudding. So I've got that on the side as well, beautiful. And then I'm going to sauce this over your side, just so you can see. There we are, nice little Plush. And then with your custards, make sure it goes all over your bread and butter pudding, just so it soaks in there as well. And that, guys, concludes your dine at home 3-course meal with a bread and butter pudding with a beautiful maple and banana ice cream, finished off with a Calvados scented custard. Really hope you enjoy your dessert. Really hope you enjoy the whole time. Little finishing touch to enjoy on its own, or obviously with your tea, coffee, or your digestive. It's a beautiful pecan and cranberry fudge. And that, guys, concludes your whole entire meal. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope the cook along was able to sort of, you're able to cook along with it. And then I don't know what's going on. I think it's still along then. But guys, listen, have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you same time, same place next week. And yeah, dine at home.